Hi guys, this is Erica from Gokce Capital. Now before I begin, be sure to click subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Which area do you think is the most well-mapped in the world? I'll give you a hint. It's not on this planet. We'll find out the answer at the end of this video. But first, whether you are buying land or exploring a new area, topo maps can be a vital tool. And in today's video, we have the top things you need to know. Number 1. What is a topographic map? A topographic map is a map that tells you the type of terrain in which you'll be traveling. Number 2. How do contour lines describe terrain? Contour lines indicate the steepness of the terrain and connect points that share the same elevation. Let's take a look at an example. Here you can see how topo lines work. Every point along this line is at an elevation of 480 feet, and every point along the line above it has an elevation of 500 feet. Thus, you have a gentle slope upwards in this direction. Number 3. How do you read steepness on a topographic map? When the slope is gentle, the contour lines are spread far apart. Conversely, when you are looking at a steep slope, you will see the lines packed closely together. So you can see here that you have steeper slopes up to the north in this particular area and more gentle slopes down here to the south. Number 4. What do colors define on a topographic map? Blue typically represents water in the form of creeks, rivers, lakes, or oceans. White with a blue outline. Areas outlined by a thin blue line often indicate a year-round snowfield. Green. Areas that are covered with tall vegetation like trees are typically green. And white, or the base map color. This represents land that lacks tall vegetation. And number 5. Where can you get a topographic map of your land or area? The U.S. Geological Survey was once the gold standard for topo maps, and their maps still cover the entire country. You can simply go to the USGS Topographic Maps website and launch the Topo Builder. In addition, there are specialty companies that produce enhanced topographic maps that highlight key features, such as highlighted trails, elevation callouts, and distances between trail junctions and landmarks. On top of this, there are mapping websites that allow you to customize and download maps with some of these key features. A couple of these websites are free and others are subscription-based. Finally, you may be able to get maps from public lands offices such as national parks, national forests, state parks, etc. These offices will produce maps to cover the land inside their boundaries. Of course, if none of these resources work for you, you can always hire a surveyor to create a topographic map of your property. But now that we've covered the basics of topographic maps, let's return to our opening question. Did you figure out which area is the most well-mapped in the world, or should we say the universe? If you guessed the moon, you would be correct. Since 2009, the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter has circled the moon. 140 times every second, the robot zaps the moon with a laser altimeter, measuring the ups and downs of the lunar surface to an accuracy of 4 inches. And now, scientists have created a detailed map of the moon, which allows you to see photo images of the entire surface as well as topography information. So detailed is this map that NASA says it can now confidently pinpoint any feature on the moon, including its south pole. In fact, according to LRO's project scientist, Dr. Richard Von Drake, NASA can provide topographic maps of the moon that have finer grid spacing than the hiking maps at the U.S. national parks. We actually have better knowledge of the shape, contours, and topography of the moon than any other object in the solar system. This includes the Earth, because most of the Earth's surface lies beneath the ocean. So the next time you plan a hike, why not consider the moon? After all, it's already been mapped for you. But what do you think? Do you have any stories about topographic maps? Let us know in the comments. Did you like this video? You're going to love our Gokce Land Due Diligence program. We'll make you a land due diligence expert in just 7 days. Check it out at gokcecapital.com/glad. And while you're at our website, don't forget to explore our $1 down listings at gokcecapital.com/listings. Finally, don't hesitate to reach out. You can email, call, or text, and we will respond as soon as possible. So thank you for listening, and more to come.